following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, making her Wyvern from Tokyo, Japan, the mistress of 1,000 holds, Akira Merune!
Good evening, wrestling fans from the world-famous AWL arena in Tokyo, Japan. This is the Animated Wrestling League. At the season finale of Season 19, we will have a 5-woman elimination clear-the-board match. On the last episode of AWL Strong and Free, you saw the 2 members of the Best 4 from Canada go one-on-one. Tonight, our 2 Japanese representatives take to the ring. The Mistress of 1,000 Holds, objectively the best wrestler in the division, versus the veteran's veteran.
Making her withering from the Warren, Usa-chan!
Usa-chan has been with the AWL Joshi division since the very beginning. 42 matches in the division. She is 21-21, perfectly balanced, the number 4 contender in the AWL Best 4. Her opponent, 49-20. This is Akira Merune's 70th match in the Animated Wrestling League, a ratio of +29. So Akira Merune is a singles champion, a tag team champion. She's done everything. She's never won a clear-the-board match, however. Oh, running knee. The psycho knee to start us off by Akira Merune, Mistress of 1,000 Holds, but she's no submission specialist. She will try for a pinfall. She will try for a knockout. She will do all of these things whenever she feels she can get away with it. Ooh, hard shot by Usa-chan. And Akira Merune's been around the block enough times. She knows not to underestimate the rabid wrestler from the Warren. Lots of action for you tonight in the Animated Wrestling League. A challenge has been laid down to the Intercontinental Champion for a Cage of Death match at the season finale. But what is a Cage of Death match? We're going to find out later tonight, because Satoshi Tobu, the inventor of this weirdness, faces off against the man who beat him last week, Ikemen Taro, in the Cage of Death, the first ever Cage of Death match tonight. And a nasty-looking leg lock by Akira Merune starting this off. The number 1 contender to the AWL Grand Championship, Wyvern, will be in action against Yamada Jiro tonight. And the tag team champions of the world in interpromotional non-title action against Shinihon Puroresu's United Empire. Big backsplash as the referee regaining his senses here in our opening contest, and a cover a little late to the start here, 1. And I'm going to call that Akira Merune's own damn fault. The former champion going for hold 20, the Nijuji Gadame. Looking like as close as you can get to the kanji for 20, Niju. Absolutely gorgeous. Fantastic professional wrestling every time Akira Merune steps in between the ropes. Flying knee. Right. Oh, and great agility into a bunny Kanrana. Usa-chan may not have the technical expertise, may not have the scientific acumen, but she's got the bunny hop. Bunny hop. Bunny hop. Never underestimate a rabbit wrestler. No, that's not so good. Kick to the midsection, going for a butterfly lock. A butterfly throw by Akira Merune. Akira Merune. You'd better just give up, essentially what that means. And oh! And back to the hard shots, the hard strikes, but Usa-chan not without strikes of her own, especially in those legs of hers. The leg strength of these rabbit wrestlers, absolutely unparalleled around the wrestling world. Previous preview match for the Clear the Board event, we saw Dragoness defeating Lupe Peligro on the last episode of AWL Strong and Free, episode 17 of that program. Tonight we see the other 2 wrestlers who will face off against each other and against Athena Jane, the AWL Joshi champion, who, if she survives the match, will be credited with 4 successful title defenses. But Athena Jane being punished for violating the rules of the brand extension by bringing Jackie Monyu to the brand that she was not allowed to be on for a title defense as corner woman. Jackie Monyu has been suspended. We have now recently learned that that suspension will last at least until the end of this season. So Jackie Monyu out of the AWL for now. She has not been released from her contract, however. So there is a chance she could come back after she served her suspension, but that is currently until further notice. Meanwhile, hard lariat by the Mistress of 1,000 Holds with just under 6 minutes on the clock in this 10-minute non-title singles match. And now going for, trying to build up an inverted figure 4 leg lock. And right dead center in the AWL ring, right on top of that logo. And, an impressive counter, an impressive escape by Usa-chan back into that Bunny Kanrana. Usa-chan, former AWL Tag Team Champion, alongside Spring Tiger, the team that started the season as the Joshi Tag Team Champions. And now going once again, Isatsuwaza, the Bunny Hop! Bunny Hop! Bunny Hop! I love to pop my peas for the Bunny Hop! Ha ha ha! I'm insane. Into the cover, 5 minutes left. 1, 2. Kick out at 2.5 by the Mistress of 1,000 Holds. 49 wins, 20 losses, one of the best records in the whole league. And going up, Usagi DDT! Usa-chan with the Usagi DDT into the cover. 1, 2, and an upset win for Usa-chan. Any victory over Akira Merune is an upset win. And Usa-chan with all the momentum going into the season finale.
Here's your winner, Usa-chan.
A victory tonight, but can she clear the board? We'll find out at the season finale of Season 19 of the AWL. This season, there are only 2 tag teams that are completely undefeated. They face each other now in non-title action. However, if the United Empire wins, they're definitely in the title picture for next season. And we're starting off with the Elder Tigers.
The following non-title tag team contest is for one fall. Introducing first, taking their win rank from the Unified Tiger style. They are the reigning and Wrestling League Tag Team Champions of the world, Tiger Mask 2, Tiger Zanaku, Tiger Mask Tobu.
Usually, by wrestling tradition, the champions come out last, but this is not a title defense. This is a non-title match. And the AWL Commissioner decides we're going to put our best foot forward. The AWL faction coming out first. Making the New Japan faction wait for us to get our stuff done before they can get their stuff in. It's all a matter of psychology. It's all politics. Welcome to wrestling. And here come the foreigners who are therefore evil.
And their opponents, being accompanied by the reigning IWGP United States Champion, the Commonwealth Kingpin, Will Ospreay, the tag team combination of the Imperial Unit, Jeff Cobb, the Great Khan, all hail, together they are, the United Empire.
Finally in possession of the real IWGP US Heavyweight Championship belt, a G1 Climax finalist, falling at the final hurdle to Okada, the G1 Climax champion. Will Ospreay not taking part in this match, but as always leading his team of the United Empires, Great Khan, all hail, and Jeff Cobb. It's going to be Khan, all hail, versus Tiger Mask 2 to start this off. This 2-on-2 non-title match, of course. You beat the champs, you face the champs. That's Wrestling 101. And Tiger Mask 2 keeping the high ground here, at least for a moment. Back elbow to the Dominator, Great Okan, all hail. On the outside now, the referee begins the 20 count. Fortunately, the AWL rules and New Japan rules pretty close to the same, except we actually will disqualify people when they do something wrong. As you saw in our last episode. But other than that, the rules pretty much identical. So both of these men know they've got a 20 count to get back into the ring. And right now, the educated hands and feet of the tag team champion doing all they can do on the outside here to this giant, one of the giants of this. Ooh! Brainbuster by Tiger Mask 2. The Tigers undefeated this season, but so are the tag team of Okan and Cobb. Con on the Cobb, as some people call them. And an undefeated tag team by the end of the season, that at least gets you within a conversation for the tag team titles, even if you're not officially in the best four. Right now, the only people with title shots guaranteed to them by the end of the season are the New Classics, who will face the champions next week on AWL Strong and Free episode 18, and the Tigers, the Young Tigers, the Tiger Brothers, who will face the winners of that match, I believe, at the finale. That's the plan right now. As Tiger Mask 2 stomped. Only about 2 minutes into this now, and going for his addition to the Tiger style, the Tiger Breaker. Tiger Breaker into the cover for the 1, 2, 3, dominating the Dominator. There wasn't a single tag made in that tag team match. For years, I have called Tiger Mask 2 the greatest wrestler to never hold the AWL Grand Championship. I stand by that. Tiger Mask 2, that was his 111th victory in the AWL. 111 and 72 plus 38 ratio.
Tiger Mask.
And just to confirm, it is official next week. Tiger Mask Double versus the New Classics, the AWL World's Tag Team titles. That will happen on episode 18 of AWL Strong and Free over in Canada from the GTA and the AWL Battle Zone. The Tigers are on a roll, still undefeated this season. And right now, the #1 contender for the AWL Grand Championship in a match that his manager has decided he needs as a warm-up. As the catalytic miasma penetrates the arena.
Following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, being accompanied by Ultramantis Black, representing Hontai, the Young Dragon, Wyvern.
As the Dragonfire illuminates the arena, as it did in days gone by. And I'm surprised that doesn't set the miasma ablaze. Wyvern, part of Yokai Butai, under the tutelage of Ultramantis Black. It was Ultramantis Black who asked for this match, called up the AWL Commission and said, hey, my guy needs a warm-up match before he challenges for the Grand Championship. There is one more lesson he must learn. And he's going to learn it, apparently, against this prick.
And his opponent, being accompanied by the very kind assistants, representing Sidon J, the self-proclaimed pure spirit of Kuro, Yamada Jiro.
Now that is interesting. Only Ultramantis Black in the corner of Wyvern. No sign of the rest of Yokai Butai, yet full backup from the very kind assistants of Zidon J, the J Foundation. I don't know. Don't look past this fool. Yeah, I would agree with that. Yamada Jiro, he may be a racist, he may be a prick, he may have had some terrible experiences leading factions, but he is a dangerous wrestler with that Liger Bomb starting us off here. He steals moves, he is inspired by great Japanese wrestlers of the past and present. Nice arm drag by Yamada Jiro. The Young Dragon, good backflip counter into the side Russian leg sweep, taking his opponent off his feet Wyvern taking control of the early seconds here. Collar and elbow tie up, force into the corner. The referee will call for the break. And the referee will have to be forced to get between the wrestlers here. And we do get a clean break, albeit reluctantly, on the part of Yamada Jiro. Drop down. Super kick snapping right into the jaw of the self-proclaimed pure spirit of Puroresu. Into a crucifix, and right into the cover. One. That's what you've got to do if you're going to take on somebody like Project Tetsu. Go for whatever cover you can get. Try to sneak a victory whenever you can. We're more than capable of doing that. Big tilt-a-whirl DDT. Yamada Jiro a little bit bigger than Wyvern, but nowhere near the height difference or the size difference that we're going to see in the main event next week for the AWL Grand Championship. Dragon Drop! Dragon Drop number 1, perfectly executed, and now looking, I think, for the rise of the new generation. Shin Jidai, Sunrise, up, no! Countered into the power slam. Perhaps Wyvern has to change up that move. So many people know the counter to that at this point. Kick to the stomach, flying something. Wyvern moving so fast I can barely tell what he's doing. 2 minutes in now. 10-minute time limit in this singles non-title match. And of course, if Yamada Jiro were to lose this match to an unranked wrestler, that would wreak havoc with the title picture. And don't forget, we've got the Canadian National Championship. Running Liger Bomb by Yamada Jiro into a cover, but the legs are not over the shoulders, so a fairly easy kick out for the Young Dragon. Remember, we also have the completed Canadian National Championship. The Rock will face either Project Tetsu or Wyvern. The title match was already signed before the 5th and final title defense of the Canadian National Championship. That's why it's happening in the order it is. Wyvern will get the first shot, and then basically The Rock has the next match. That will take place at the season finale, though we do not know what stipulations The Rock will choose going into that final match. I think he's waiting to find out who he's going to face before he does that. And going off of the ropes here, Red Stredno going all the way up to the top. Senton, the Young Dragon, flying through the air with the greatest of ease. High cross body block into the wheelbarrow. Bulldog. The very kind assistants watching on, as is the Mayor of Parts Unknown, the great and devious Ultramantis Black, stepping over into half Boston Crab. Very close to the ropes, however, but able to roll through is Wyvern in order to break that hold. Great technical wrestling by Wyvern. Taking a look at some of the win-loss records coming into this match. Yamada Jiro, 41 and 47, minus 6. Wyvern, 59 and 48 in his career, plus 11 win-loss ratio for the 1-2. And I can't quite hear what they're saying. Some conversation happening between Ultramantis Black and Wyvern. Wyvern looking, I think, for yet another Shin Jidai Sunrise. Is going to hit it? Yes, he does. Locks it up. 1, 2. No, 2.9. Yamada Jiro get the shoulder up right before that final and fatal 3 count could be registered. Oh, back elbow right to the face. A hesitation. That was hesitation. Coming back to bite Wyvern, and oh no, he countered! Beautiful counter to the Death Valley Driver, and he gets it! Shin Jidai Sunrise! Out of nowhere for the 1, 2, and 3! And the very kind assistants incredibly surprised at ringside. I don't think they saw that coming any more than I did. Shin Jidai Sunrise, if he can pull that off on the Grand Champion.
Here is your winner, Wyvern!
Oh, that was the plan. How to fight when you're outnumbered. Going against Dr. Jigoku and the Augments. That's a vital lesson. Good job, Ultramantis Black. Next week, the Grand Championship will be on the line. The season finale is coming soon, so every match matters. Speaking of the season finale, the challenge has been laid down. What the hell is the Cage of Death? Well, I can tell you what it is from here. It's really frickin' ugly.
The following contest is the Cage of Death. Introducing first, making his way from the Death deathmatch circuit, Satoshi Tobu.
Well, here you see the... What? 2 out of 3 knockouts? Okay, can someone confirm that for me? That's gotta be bullshit. Okay, that is the stupidest idea I've ever heard. I'm being told, yes, that we will have an official at ringside who basically will tell the timekeeper when he would normally call for the match to be stopped due to a wrestler not being able to continue. But that will only reset the match, and it's essentially 2 out of 3 falls. But you basically have to beat your opponent to death. What? Oh god, he's wearing a crash helmet and a monkey costume.
He's withering on the fashion capital of the world, the hardcore monkey, Ikemen Taro!
Don't encourage him. He's wearing a monkey suit, a flak jacket, I think, some kind of bulletproof vest, and a crash helmet. He does know he's not allowed to wear any of that in the ring, right? Well, Ikemen Taro won a match against, a traditional match against Satoshi Tobu last week and said, hey, if I just beat the #1 contender for the IC title, doesn't that make me the #1 contender? And apparently this is going to be a de facto #1 contenders match, where we're going to actually find out how this cage of death thing works in practice. But I don't. Okay, I feel like I need a tetanus shot just looking at this thing. Okay, the cage of death appears to have been assembled from basically whatever we could find at the scrapyard. Which, considering some of the promotions that Satoshi Tobu has worked for in the past, is probably exactly what has happened in a lot of his matches. But yeah, apparently this match will continue until the referee says you cannot continue twice. Hey, I don't like deathmatch wrestling. I never pretended that this actually made any damn sense. But that's apparently what we're going for here. Now, imagine this isn't Ikemen Taro. Imagine... Ooh, wait a minute, I almost like go to sleep there. And I think that's smart by Ikemen Taro. Go for the knockout blow. Try to get the referee... You can see, and I think they just bolted some roofing material to the side of this cage. Side Russian leg sweep by the deathmatch veteran. And a dragon screw leg whip by the beautiful, sorry, hardcore monkey. Seriously, is that what he told you to call him? This man is out of his mind. And frankly, I could say that about either of these two. And, oh, straight into the cage of death. Okay, I made a joke that I need a tetanus shot. I think Ikemen Taro may actually need one. I'll give him a COVID booster while he's at it. I don't think they sanitized this thing. Gravity kick by the surprisingly athletic Ikemen Taro. 30 minutes on the clock for this match, I've been told, because this is designed to be a title match. A match invented by Satoshi Tobu to reclaim the Intercontinental Championship. This is a bad idea. And of course, he made his challenge to the Intercontinental Champion, Kyojin Kobayashi, while he knows Kobayashi is out. He's out with injury, strained his back, giving a military press slam to... Oh god, he is touching this thing. Now, there's no escape rule here. Escaping the cage does absolutely nothing. Speed Star style drop kick from the beautiful boy Ikemen Taro. A challenge laid out to an injured champion for a death match, essentially. Ooh, face first into the top turnbuckle. Honestly, I'm just happy nothing's made of barbed wire here. This is nuts. If you hate deathmatch wrestling, you know what? Leave us a like, leave us a comment. Thanks for watching. See you later. Miss with a super kick. And a flurry of offense by the former Intercontinental Champion, Satoshi Tobu, who does... this match is an officially sanctioned match in the AWL, so the win-loss records are in play. Satoshi Tobu, 9-5 in his AWL career, ratio of +4. Ikemen Taro, 4-7, -3, so nearly the opposite career path for both of these men. Both coming into the AWL at roughly the same time. Vertical suplex by the deathmatch guy. The oldest man to ever graduate from the AWL dojo, now going for simple but effective. And you see our senior official, Joey Baba Ganoush of the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family. I've been told he has been briefed on Cage of Death rules. But he's never officiated one of these things because there's never been one before. So when does he know, when he's not in the ring, does he know when to call for the knockout? And it looks like we have had first blood drawn, and not surprising, Satoshi Tobu bleeding all over everybody, as is his wont, as is his style. And going up, Tornillo by the man from the fashion capital of the world. But Satoshi Tobu first to his feet. I think Ikemen Taro feeling more damage from that than the guy he was attacking. Oh no, now what? Standing on the middle rope with the cage to assist. Elbow drop from the top. The whole environment changes when you've got that steel structure. Vertical suplex. As Satoshi Tobu looking to multiply knock out his opponent, I think is how this works. It doesn't make any damn sense to me, but we're going to go for it. Ooh. And I'm being told that's a knockout.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official has awarded 1 point to Satoshi Tobu.
Yeah, well, it doesn't make sense to call it a fall because there's no pinfall involved. Oh, look at this deadlift, German backdrop. Weird angle for that, but Satoshi Tobu in control. The beautiful boy bleeding just as much as his opponent right now. Ugh, more blood spilt. Ikemen! Ikemen! Ikemen Taro trying to rally the AWL fans to his side. The wrestling fans, some of whom love this, some of whom are just squicked out by it, and I do not blame them. Ikemen Taro, maybe he was thinking to go for the door. I don't know why there's a door on this thing. There's no escape in this match. Ikemen Taro with an opportunity. Can he take advantage, get himself a point? Oh no. Oh! Big power slam!
The official has awarded a point to Ikemen Taro.
Don't you just love a wrestling match where you don't really know who's winning? Well, apparently as soon as the referee decides that one wrestler or the other should not continue, that will be our third and final point, as Ikemen Taro using the ropes and an elbow drop from the top, all of his own. I think he went almost right for the groin. I think he was aiming for the groin. And at this point, I don't blame him. This is a terrible idea. The cage of death. I hope this goes down like the Punjabi prison. We hopefully never see it again. Oh! Enzigiri attempted, but missed clean. A flurry of offense and no intelligent defense here. Yeah, the official has to call that, and the third and final knockout. Wait a minute. Okay, guys, we've lost. Oh, God. All right, who's this going to be? It's Kyoji Kobayashi! The Intercontinental Champion, he's back! How did he turn off the lights and how did he get into the ring? The champion's back. It's Kyoji Kobayashi with a dominator to the winner of the match. Well, ladies and gentlemen, now we know what the Cage of Death is, and apparently it's no impediment to the giant Kyojin Kobayashi, the Intercontinental Champion. This weird garbage can is okay. Let's do it at AWL 380. I think the champion has accepted the challenge to a Cage of Death match at AWL 380, the season finale. Oh dear God. Kore de kimarida.